Next news at 5 o'clock on
KPEN. Stereo 101, San Francisco.
When somebody loves you, it's no good unless he loves you. All the way, happy to be near you when you need someone to cheer you. All the way, taller than the tallest tree is, that's how it's got to feel. Deeper than the deep blue sea is, that's how deep it goes if it's real. When somebody needs you, it's no good unless she needs you. All the way through the good or lean years, and for all those in between years, come what may. Who knows where the road will lead us? Only a fool would say. But if you let me love you, it's for sure I'm gonna love you all the way, all the way. somebody needs you, it's no good unless she needs you. All the way through the good or lean years, and for all those in between years, come what may. Who knows where the road will lead us? Only a fool would say. But if you let me love you, it's for sure I'm gonna love you all the way. All the way.
Ronnie Aldrich, My Favorite Things from the KPEN Penthouse. Just before that, the voice of Frank Sinatra and All the Way, and Ray Conniff with Hello Dolly. Gunter Kalman's orchestra and chorus is going to be around here in just a few moments. Bill Browning with the music from the KPEN Nob Hill Penthouse. 11 minutes now past the hour of 4, and we have music throughout the afternoon for you, Monday through Friday. 24 hours a day, of course, 7 days a week. The very finest in listening from Stereo 101.
Get that extra margin of safety at San Francisco Federal Savings and Loan. Get that extra margin of safety. Saving for trips or for college, or retiring when children have grown. Experts can help you start saving at San Francisco Federal Savings and Loan. Get that extra margin of safety.
At San Francisco Federal, your savings earn 5.39% on accounts maintained for a year and compounded daily at the current annual dividend rate of 5.25%. This is the highest rate paid by any insured association. And for that home you've dreamed of owning, now's the time to see your realtor or home builder.
Get that extra margin of safety at San Francisco Federal Savings
And from the stereo station that brings you the best music in San Francisco, KPEN, the Gunter Kalman Orchestra and Chorus.
Vor der Kaserne, vor dem großen Tor, stand eine Laterne und schien sie noch verfroren. So wollen wir uns nach wiedersehen, bei der Laterne wollen wir stehen, wie ein Willi-Molly, wie ein Willi-Molly. Unsere beiden Schatten sahen wie einer aus, dass wir so lieb uns hatten, das sah man gleich heraus. Und alle Leute sollen es sehen, wenn wir bei den Laternen stehen, wie einst Willi-Molly, wie einst Willi-Molly. Schon ruft der Posten, sie blasen Glockenschrei. Es kann 3 Tage kosten, Kamerad, ich komm sogleich. Da sagten wir auf Wiedersehen, wie gerne wollt ich mit dir gehen, mit dir, Willi-Molly, mit dir, Willi-Molly. Deine Schritte kennt sie, deinen vielen Gang. Alle Abend brennt sie, doch nicht vergatten lang. Und sollte mir ein Leid geschehen, wer wird bei den Laternen stehen, mit dir, Willi-Molly, mit dir, Willi-Molly.
it's people like you who make life worthwhile for people like me. And that's why people like me fall in love with people like you. It's such a good feeling to wake up and know that somebody's heart goes wherever you go. That somebody's waiting with a sweet caress to bring you happiness. Oh yes, it's people like you who bring sunny skies to people like me. And that's why people like me lose their hearts to people like you. Life used to be lonely, no roses and wine, but now that's all over since you said you're mine. When somebody loves you all at once, you see how beautiful life can be. Oh yes, it's people like you who make life worthwhile for people like me. And that's why people like me fall in love with people like you. Oh yes, it's people like you who make life worthwhile for people like me. And that's why people like me fall in love with people like you. Oh yes, it's people like you who make life worthwhile for people like me. And that's why people like me fall in love with people like you. Oh yeah.
People Like You, Eddie Fisher from the KPEN Penthouse. We've heard from Eddie Higgins and Alfie. That's from a new Eddie Higgins album, incidentally. It's called The Piano of Eddie Higgins, which is an easy title to remember. Some great songs, very nicely arranged and beautifully presented by Eddie Higgins. Gunter Kalman, Lily Marlene. 20 minutes past the hour of 4 at the KPEN Penthouse on Nob Hill.
Don't I know you? Aren't you the one who is going to see the world someday? Well, how about tomorrow? Pan Am's Flight 1 goes around the world, starting tomorrow or any other day. Honolulu, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Bangkok, Rangoon, Calcutta, New Delhi, Karachi, Tehran, Beirut, Ankara, Istanbul, Belgrade, Vienna, Munich, Frankfurt, London. Stop over at any or all of them on Pan Am, the world's most experienced airline. The Jet Economy fare, just $1,282. A small world, isn't it?
For your Pan Am ticket around the world, see a Pan Am travel agent or call Pan Am Exbrook 75200. Exbrook 75200. 21 minutes past the hour of 4 in San Francisco. We'll review the news at 5 o'clock. And, of course, again at 6, news every hour from KPEN. The guitar of Tony Mottola, The Impossible Dream.
for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love. Is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love. Is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you.
Chet Baker from the KPEN penthouse of the Carmel Strings and Guantanamera. We heard Nat Cole with Love and Tony Mottola, The Impossible Dream. It's 4:30 in San Francisco. We'll be in 30 seconds. The freeways are amazingly free of traffic, at least the James Lick Freeway. I should qualify that, and the Central Freeway are amazingly free of traffic for this hour of the day, and it's moving rather rapidly. If they keep up the good work, we'll have no major tie-ups at all today. No accidents to report. In just a moment, we'll be looking at the weather from the KPEN penthouse on an overcast afternoon. You've seen Chevy 67, but have you test-driven one yet? Have you felt the power and performance of this year's car? Drive to Davies in Redwood City. They have all the Chevys, every model, and most color combinations. Pick out the one that you like best. Take it out on the road. Get the feel of it. See why Chevy is this year's car. Then talk to your Davies salesman. Have him make you an offer on your car. Have him figure your payments. In short, have him show you a Davies deal. They don't come better. Now remember, your car became 1 year older on January the 1st. Its value became less. In a month or so, it will depreciate again. And if you are going to get a new car this year, now is the time to trade yours in on this year's car, Chevy. Do it at Davies, 1101 El Camino in Redwood City. Easy Davies, El Camino at Jefferson in Redwood City. They're open nights until 9, Saturdays until 6, and Sundays 10 to 5. Bill Browning with the music from the KPEN Nob Hill penthouse. In just a few moments from now, we're going to be hearing the music of Ernie Heckscher from over at the Fairmont Hotel. His recording of Red Roses for a Blue Lady. Right after we look at the weather view from the penthouse window. 51 degrees in the city. 51 in Oakland. San Rafael reporting 50. And San Jose 51. It's a clear, as far as haze is concerned, afternoon, but it is cloudy. It's overcast way up there. Rain likely tonight and Tuesday. Showers Tuesday night. Partly cloudy Wednesday. Southerly winds increasing to 20 to 35 miles per hour tonight. Low tonight, 40 to 50. The high Tuesday, 55. Chance of rain, 60% tonight, 80% Tuesday, and 30% Tuesday night. Hear the complete weather and the news. Ronald Robertson reporting on the hour at 5 on
KPEN. Stereo 101, San Francisco.
the most listened to FM station in Northern California for the 10th consecutive year, according to October-November Pulse 9-county audience estimates. Thank you for listening.
turn to when nobody needs me? My heart wants to know, and so I must go where destiny leads me, with no star to guide me, and no one beside me. I'll go on my way, and after the day, the darkness will hide me, and maybe tomorrow I'll find what I'm after. I'll throw off my sorrow, beg, steal, or borrow my share of laughter. With you I could learn to, with you on a new day. But who can I turn to if you turn away? With you I could learn to, with you on a new day. But who can I turn to if you turn
Golden Gate Strings from the KPEN Penthouse. And hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, Tony Bennett with Who Can I Turn To? And Ernie Heckscher, Red Roses for a Blue Lady. 20 minutes and 30 seconds before 5 in San Francisco. Add the best music on either dial to your post-midnight snack. Join Michael Lincoln on Music in the Night, presented every night of the week by Eber Electronics of San Francisco. Rain predicted again for tonight and tomorrow, with showers tomorrow night, so get out the umbrella. A lot of people, incidentally, speaking of umbrellas, seem to have lost their umbrellas in the winds that we had accompanying the last storm. More people had them turned inside out than possibly ever before. The rains are coming again, so prepare for them. About 10 seconds from now, from the KPEN Penthouse, Barbara Streisand and People. Are your wheels aligned, balanced? Well, drive safer in 67. See Burry Vanham, your Goodyear dealer. 1007 Jefferson in Redwood City, or Sellers Tire Service, 940 High Street in Palo Alto.
People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Where children needing other children, first be a person who needs people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. With one person, very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you are half now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people.
sunrise, sunset. I'll remember you long after this endless summer is gone. I'll be lonely, oh so lonely, living only to remember you. I'll remember you, your voice as soft as a warm summer breeze, your sweet laughter mornings after, ever after. I'll remember you, to your arms someday I'll return to stay. Till then I'll remember too every bright star we made wishes upon. Love me always, promise always. Ooh, you'll remember too, to your arms someday I'll return to stay. Till then I'll remember too every bright star we made wishes upon. Love me always, promise always. Ooh, you remember too. You remember too.
Kui Lee from the KPEN Penthouse, and I'll Remember You. Roger Williams with Sunrise, Sunset, Barbara Streisand, and People, a big hit for her out of the KPEN Penthouse past. 11 minutes before 5 in San Francisco this afternoon, we have a report of a 4-car accident in the southbound lanes of Bayshore Freeway, just below Moffett Field. And 2 cars are sideways on Bayshore. Traffic is backed up to the Palo Alto area. So if you are approaching that area southbound, do drive with caution. You might scoot around and take El Camino. It might be a little bit faster. If you're going to have much of a tie-up there from Palo Alto down to Moffett Field, could tie you up for quite some time. The news at 5 o'clock from the KPEN Penthouse. And in just 1 minute from now, be the music of George Mellecrino.
It's back to the good old days with the Morris automobile in 1967. In 61, after 12 successful years, British Motors decided to stop importing the Morris. At that time, it was felt that the Morris was too old-fashioned for the American market. But now, in 67, Morris is back. BMC found that the loyalty and enthusiasm of the Morris fans demanded that they continue importing this popular car. They found that the people who owned a Morris were holding onto the cars even though they were 8 or 10 years old. The reasons that the Morris was so popular with the owners in 61 were because of the low initial price, economy of operation, reliability, long life, and high resale value. And now Morris is back for 1967. Back in 67, and it still looks the same. Outside, it's still the same old Morris. But inside, there are dozens of solid improvements for your comfort and safety, including more horsepower. The Morris is back in 1967.
Test drive a Morris at any MG dealer. There's one near you. Doug Kramer from the KPEN Penthouse and Somewhere from the West Side Story. Just before we heard Somewhere, it was Sergio Mendes and Constant Rain, and the Malaquino Strings, Waiting for the Evening Train. Bill Browning with the music from the KPEN Nob Hill Penthouse, Monday, January the 23rd, 1967. Going to be hearing from Al Hurt, music to watch girls by, right after KPEN News on the Go.
It's 2 minutes before 5 o'clock in San Francisco. It's 52 degrees at the KPEN Penthouse. Ronald Robertson reporting the news on behalf of the San Francisco Job Center. The controversy surrounding the dismissal of University of California President Clark Kerr continued today on campuses around the state. In Los Angeles, UCLA student body president Robert Michael announced formation of a California Federation of Students. Michael says the federation will fight tuition and budget cuts and insist it be consulted on the appointment of Kerr's successor. At Santa Barbara, 5,000 students approved a proposal that they be consulted in the selection of a successor. Riverside students sent a telegram to Governor Reagan protesting the Kerr dismissal. At Berkeley, Chancellor Roger Hines urged students to remain calm and approach the problem in ways appropriate to an academic community. They did. There were no demonstrations. Board of Regents Chairman Theodore Meyer issued a statement relating the events that led to the firing of Kerr. Meyer says basically that Kerr requested a meeting with him, saying at that time he couldn't carry on effectively under existing conditions. Governor Reagan will hold a news conference tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. in his Sacramento office. However, he does not plan a televised report to the people this week. The California Committee for Fair Practices has pledged itself to support continuation of the Rumford Act, which bans discrimination in the sale or rental of housing. The committee took the action at a weekend meeting in Fresno. GOP National Chairman Ray Bliss reports to his party, Republican gains in November elections were impressive, but there's much to be done before next year's presidential campaign. Bliss told fellow party leaders meeting in New Orleans that those gains last fall were an in-depth victory and party unity was a major ingredient, but he said there must be more strengthening of the party structure before the year 1968. The two-day National Committee meeting began today. President Johnson sent his Social Security message to Capitol Hill today. He asked for increases in benefits, averaging 20%.